Fuck do you want that shit for?
Wait, what are you? Where are you seeing that? The event or the?
Oh, that's
So
actually
the Thieves Guild, like the website or whatever, it has Arcana spells and items. Like where are you? Magic item list. I see.
The
I see.
easiest place that I go to, I'll link it. The easiest place I go to for a lot of magic items is this link. It's all open source. D20 SRD.
This is a 3.5.
Oh fuck, that's right. I forget that
It's
all of my
okay. I'll show you the one that I'm on. That I'm. Oh wait, fuck! I just overwrote my. Shit. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm back on. Roll20. All right, and it didn't break. Cool. If I go here.
okay. So the
Adventures
Amulet
of
of Health.
on my 5e page that I'm looking at right now, it says
There you go.
8,000.
Yeah, and that's reasonable. And I mean, like it changed. Yeah, it's not supposed to be something you get at this point in the game at all.
Price range per DMG is 500 to 5,000, but the sane price is 8,000.
Sure.
Wait, what the fuck is per DMG?
Per Dungeon Master's Guide.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
It's the book.
I've got the book. So cool. Thanks for the link, Nate.
it takes too long to get food.
He's getting food.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the website that you gave us earlier.
Yeah, I'd googled a couple pages earlier. So I'm on Thieves Guild for some other stuff, but this is cool. It's a different section on the same website.
Yes.
Even better. So I should just like give out adamantine armor. There you go. Sweet. How much money? Who's got the most money right now?
I do.
Probably Nathan.
Mm-hmm. How much money has Nathan got?
Well, you can check. I don't know.
250.
What is shit? Whenever I full screen on my screen, it never actually full screens. Like my thing's fucked up. When I hit full screen, it doesn't actually fill my screen anymore. Yeah, X's.
Holy fat stacks! Look at the fat stacks.
Yeah, 366. I know.
Hey Nathan.
Actually, I might buy something because I feel like it's a waste to have this much gold.
So if you actually unplug your GPU, you'll stop seeing the bar at the bottom when you full screen.
That's retarded, Jeremy.
No, I'm right. I'm right. If you full screen and you unplug
No,
your
but
GPU, you won't see the bar at the
You
bottom.
aren't listening to my problem. I said I don't have the bar at the bottom, so I don't see it anyways. Which makes you retarded, Jeremy.
You didn't say that.
I did say that. So when I like my taskbar disappears, and I don't think I said it this time, but it's the same problem as before. You knew the problem, Jeremy, and you couldn't fix it last time.
Last time what you said was when you full screen games, the taskbar was still on screen.
No. It's never on screen. Like it's just an empty fucking space, and you can see the game in the background. It's like a layering issue or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but yeah, it's weird.
Either way, Jacob lead the pack.
What are we doing now?
I have 300 gold.
Waiting for everyone to sort their shit out and let me know that they're ready to roll, because I'm ready to roll.
I'm ready. Wait. Oh. Ow.
Bottomless mug. What is this? Oh. Okay, well, that doesn't really help me because it's a fucking mug. I'm just looking at the magic items that are in my price range, and there's almost nothing.
Yeah, I think you need a little bit more money typically to get to magic items.
Yeah. Even like half decent. Like a fucking like elixir of health, 120 gold points. Fucking hell. Gold pieces.
You guys all ready?
After the delay on that.
We're waiting a bit or we're going?
I've been ready for a bit. I'm just sitting here.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's head back to the sewers. And I'm assuming you guys are going to finish off that one section of the map you didn't finish previously. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, there you are. I think, did I drag the players over here? I did drag the players, so you can see the map. Like I can see, and you can see your characters, correct?
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay,
Lock. 10G.
so you're all standing there. What do you guys do? Who's leading the way? Who am I following? Who's in
Take a-
charge?
Benuscus.
Uglet.
Benuscus.
Ugly.
Fucking royal. Alright, boys, let's take a merry little stroll.
Come on, guys. The bomb my nose.
Yeah. I'm just gonna add to the map there a bit, so just hang on one sec so I can just draw it out a bit more for you.
Sad.
Reveal areas. We are revealing. It's very revealing right now. You can see all of that. You can see all of that. See that. See that.
Oh, I just drank like a gallon of water.
Okay, hold up, but you guys are moving faster. So there's a door on your left there, Uglet. And then just so you guys can see, this is a dead end, basically. It's like you have to go in the water to go around this.
We have many choices then.
There's the across the way, which has got a bit of an opening. But yeah, you go through the door.
I suppose so.
Who attempts the door?
Uglet does.
Is everyone in the positions that they're comfortable being in? Because I don't see Benuscus moving or Kelsier.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was eating my food.
It's all good, man. I just want to make sure you're where you want to be.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Uglet, you attempt the door. Make an attempt on the door. I'm waiting for
Sleight
Uglet
of
to say.
hand.
No, I'm just waiting for him to actually say, I gotta try the door.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll try the door. How does it blow up in my face?
Aha, there you go. You get to the door handle, you wiggle it, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. It's locked.
Oh, no explosion. Fun.
Make an intelligence check. Actually.
I can unlock it.
Sorry, me making intelligence?
You're trying
Okay.
the door, intelligence. Yeah, it's locked. Uglet steps back and says, It is locked! I declare this door is locked. Is someone going to try to open the door?
I'll put my lockpicking skills to use.
Okay. Go ahead, make a lock check. Alright, so you're fumbling around with this door for a little bit, and you realize, this is a moment of terror, sheer terror in your mind, you realize it actually wasn't locked, and you just locked the door. Good story.
What? It wasn't locked.
No, he
How
couldn't
did
open
Uglet
it. Well, it's 7 intelligence. He couldn't open it, and just saw that figures the door is locked, right? And now you've meddled around the lock. It's actually locked on you now.
Ah, shit.
You realize you've locked the door. That's how skilled you are.
So is this like a brute force only, or can I try?
Well, no. Now you've locked it. It's locked.
Unlock it.
Yeah,
There's
unlock the
probably a
door.
reason. There's probably a reason why Uglet couldn't open the door, but that's neither here nor there.
And
There you
that
go.
one-
No problem. Deftly, quietly, you look around. Nobody else realizes what went on, right? You sneakily unlock the door quite easily. But you're like, after a moment of meddling with this door, you realize the door doesn't open. That's a true statement, but it's nothing to do with it being locked.
Okay.
Okay, guys,
So-
there's something fishy about this door.
I'm gonna cast
Or that-
detect magic as a ritual.
Yep.
So you guys have like 10 minutes just to fuck around. Oh wait, I don't have it. Oh no, I have that fucking the eyeglasses or whatever. Goggles of object reading. So yeah, okay, whatever. I cast detect magic.
Okay. The door specifically, if that's what you're thinking about,
yes.
it's not magical.
What's it made
It's
out
not
of?
magical. It's a wooden door with a metal bar, kind of reinforcing, like those old straps used to be.
Cast firebolt at the door.
Okay. Fire hits the door. You can roll some damage. The door has a hardness, so whatever, depending on how much fire is, it'll do some damage, but it's not substantial.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually it doesn't do any damage. The door, technically, it's cosmetic damage is what they call it, right? Because you didn't get to the hardness of the door, even with fire.
Okay, then I'll hit it again with firebolt.
Yeah. Yeah, it does not get to the hardness of the door.
Okay, I hit it again with firebolt. Oh, and again. Oh, and now, there we go.
there's-
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, so you crit the door, and that definitely, got in the cracks, and you can actually see some substantial charring on the door, not cosmetic, quote unquote, weakens the door. That's how the process works. But obviously, not all of it went through. The door auto fails. It's safe because it's fire versus wood, but you still have to defeat its hardness. And so you figure you'll be here for quite some time doing this to the door. But you're welcome to continue trying. You guys see him cast firebolt after firebolt after firebolt after the door, and they burn up. Like the door gets hit. It's like a bottle rocket hitting the side of a wood building, right? The building doesn't explode. It just chars it on the outside, but the structure of the building's the same, right? So similar idea. So you figure you might be here a while casting firebolts, and you're welcome to continue if you wish, but this is probably not the fastest way to get through the door. You could maybe get someone to put their shoulder into it or try to bust the door down and make a strength check, possibly, as an example. Use a crowbar. Take an axe to the door. Any of that kind of stuff would work too.
Graham, use strength check.
No, Lothus, use strength check.
Okay. Wilsith is a beast. He will add +1 to his roll
He is a beast.
because he enters beast mode. It's like a transformer. He transforms into... Boom. Actually, Lothus, surprisingly, it's hard, and he's able to basically get enough momentum in the door that he realizes there's a heavy object on the other side of the door, and so he just keeps putting shoulder into it, It kind of gets a bit of a momentum, with kind of rocking the object on the other side, and eventually works the door open. And in the room of excitement, that's what we're going to call this room. In the room of excitement, you see a dead body leaned up against the door. That's what caused you to press and have to push the door open in that manner. That has killed themselves by hanging themselves on the door handle, which meant that they just sat down and basically choked themselves to death. And they got a bit of gear on them, and a painting on the wall. Right, it's an very odd painting, right there. So that's it. That's what's in the room.
What is the painting of? Can we see it yet?
Well, Lothus is technically in the room first, so I'm just going to wait for Nathan. Just to be fair, Lothus is the first person to see it. Does Lothus go over and see it first, or does someone else rush past him, kind of a deal?
He'd
Or
probably,
Nathan, you
he'd
go over
probably
there?
want the loot in the body.
Okay, so he's busy looking at the body, trying to get fat loot. Interestingly enough, there is loot on the body. Who looks at the painting first? Do you want to just go and roll for initiative? Do you want to?
Sure.
Or
Look in your character. Roll. Highest significant looks first. Kelsier wins the lotto. So for whatever magical reason, Kelsier is the first in the room. You can put yourself right in front of this painting right here. You look at this painting. You examine this. It is masterfully painted with intricate colors, and it's got all these design patterns. And over time, you can see what's called a relief image. You know what a relief image is?
No.
It's a painting over a painting, you realize. And the more you stare at it, you see a painting in the background that is unusual, very unusual. And you can roll 1d20 for me. Who else wants to come over and look at the painting at the same time?
I'm next, I guess.
Okay. Ben is next, actually.
Oh,
Ben,
yeah,
go look at the
because you
painting?
just rolled.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
You go look at the painting as well? So
Yeah.
Ben can get there, and one other person can also examine it.
Well, I'm
So
looking.
Vex.
Yeah, I'm looking at it with the fucking detect magic glasses.
Okay, so you detect it's magical. It's overwhelmingly magical to the point where it actually sears your fucking eyeballs. Type powerful magic.
I'm not gonna tell anyone that it's magic.
Okay, so you don't observe the painting in the same manner because you're observing magic and there's magic on the body in the room, by the way, just for what it's worth. Okay, so 1d20 for Kelsier, rolls a 19. That is a save for you. Beneskis, 1d roll 1d20. Yeah, it's a wisdom save, just for what it's worth. So that might be a fail. And Nathan, can you roll 1d20 for Lotus for me, please?
Sure.
Wait, why did I roll 1d20 and not just click on my wisdom?
Because I didn't want other people to know it's a wisdom save. That's why.
Oh.
Well, you got
But
the same
I
as
declare
Ben.
flap. Right to it. Okay, so his is better. So Ben got 17.
Lothus
He'll be
has
fine. Okay.
18.
You all save. This painting messes with your mind. The longer you stare at it, the more you realize it sucks you in for round after round after round as you try to figure out what the signs are. And in the background is a horrific relief painting of people being tortured and dismembered. And its best way you could describe it by simplicity terms, just not to go too much more detail, is it would be kind of the equivalent of if someone tried to do an effective painting of hell. And if you stare at it for a prolonged period, it messes with your mind.
Like it makes you kill yourself, or it makes you like want the painting.
Suicidal.
Well, I mean, everyone who made their saves
Pass,
realizes
yeah.
that they do not want to look at that painting again. In fact, someone might want to tell the other people in the room not to look at the painting.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just cover it, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
You all successfully saved against insanity.
Actually,
You really
speaking of
could've-
Ben, we should do our important rolls. Oh, 20 and 18. Oh my gosh.
How much could you sell the painting for?
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So, very select groups would be interested in this painting, and it probably
Like the Dark Church, bro. Like the fucking Church of Shar.
Well, so not really, because they're gonna have their members go in there and become insane, possibly, right? So I would suggest to you this painting has nominal value to people that you know. But it could be highly useful.
Nah, let's fucking burn it. Cast
As
Firebolt.
like, so do you say this? Do you say, hey, like, this is a painting and it drives you crazy, kind of a thing?
No, I'll just burn it.
So nobody else knows? You don't
Yeah.
tell anyone else? You just burn the painting
I'll
randomly?
just burn it, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Do you attack it? Do you cast a firebolt on it like everything else?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's hit it. Actually, funny enough, it does not burn.
Okay, I'll take a dagger and I'll stab it like 50 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just throw canned soup at it.
Okay, so go ahead and make
this is the
an
wrong
attack
character.
roll. Is anyone else doing anything else? Well, Nathan's attacking this painting, just out of curiosity.
There we go.
I'm gonna
piercing
be facing
damage.
the other.
Hey, look at.
Well,
body
Ben,
with
you
the
already
others.
passed your roll, like your save, so.
Yeah, you only have to save basically once every 24 hours. But this painting could easily drive you insane. That's not really fixable at your level. You basically would go around being insane. So.
You have to do a wisdom save like every time you want to do an action if you're insane, or
No,
we can get cover insanity rules. It's an unpleasant experience. Just put it this way, you don't want to find out. You really, you don't want to. Yeah.
if one of you guys went insane, I'd just kill you, honestly. And if it was my character, you should tell us it's a wisdom save before you make us roll, because then Ben and I can choose to use portent. And I would have if I.
Oh, okay, be fair. I was trying to do it in secret a little bit, but that's fair. That's a fair comment.
Yeah.
I will.
I don't fuck with charm saves.
Okie doke. So anyway, everyone's in the initiative order. We're comfortable with the current initiative order, correct? There's no objections or people delaying or. Okay. Vexus goes to attack this painting, and out of the painting cometh a ghosty sort of looking dude. It's not the same, but basically very similar to that ghosty dude you guys looked at earlier. Very similar. Pops out and attempts to touch you. So your attack is irrelevant on the painting. It hits whatever. It doesn't really do any damage. But more importantly, this creature comes out and touches you back. You make a charisma save. Nathan.
Alright, I'll use my my nat 20 portent roll. So I'll roll 20.
That's given no fucks. That one. Okay, you save. You save as this creature tries to move itself into you. It is in the wall, so it has cover currently between you and Benuscus. Coming out of the painting. It literally reaches out of the painting.
Okay.
And we will start with initiative order. You can move yourself back real quick, Nate. Whoever just moved, sorry. It was Nate that moved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still be. That's fine. We're going to go in initiative order, so you'll get a full action. I've gone. So that's my quote-unquote surprise. And everyone will get a full action, then I'll go again. So, Vexus can move back there. That's where you were. Kelsier, your turn. You see the spectral thing come out of the painting as Vexus attacks it and attacks back. Basically, is what happened.
Okay, it's a ghost.
It's
I'm going to.
It's
not a
technically not a
ghost.
ghost, but it's very similar. It's ethereal. It goes through walls and shit like this. It's very similar, but it's a much darker looking creature. It doesn't have a face, unlike the ghost that you saw that mirrored an actual person when they were alive. This thing is a faceless, dark entity. Think, imagine if you guys have all seen Lord of the Rings. I'm sure you know those wraiths, the 9 wraiths type things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that black with black robes that flow, but float and are ethereal.
I guess I'll try shooting it.
Sounds good. Shoot away. That
Is there advantage? It's close to.
I don't think so. I don't. Is there some reason there'd be advantage, Nate? I don't think so.
Yeah,
In the
because
wall.
And 5.
it's within melee range of me, 5 feet, so he'd have advantage.
So how does cover work then? Is it just add to my AC?
Is it in the wall?
Yes.
But then he can't shoot at it.
Well, no. It's got an arm out of the wall because it reached for you, so that it gets an action. I'm not trying to play both sides of the fence here. It's got cover, right? So how does cover work in D&D?
You add bonuses to your armor class.
Okay. But because there's multiple of you around it, you get advantage. Is that how that works?
No, only Julian because he has sneak attack. So because he's a rogue, he gets advantage. Like say Ben was to attack it, he wouldn't get advantage, unless he had some other reason. But no, because of Julian's sneak attack.
Oh, okay.
And Ben within 5
So
feet.
even with your only because it has cover, so I'm just reading D&D 5 basis +5. I'm giving it 3/4 cover. It's +5 to its AC. So because of that, you miss. Only because of that, but because of it.
Okay.
Benuscus.
Okay. So it is not actually grab me, just put its hand out, right?
It basically, as Vexus attacked the painting, its hand reached out and basically effectively tried to like reach into like Vexus's chest and got rebuffed. Vexus was like, "Not today."
So is it like a Reaper stealing our souls? So
Yeah, but just fuck it. Yeah, there you go. Smart. Go, Ben. Go.
I don't know if that's like
Just
blocking
kill
my
it.
vision.
No, don't just kill it. Why the fuck are we even here? Wait, this is unvaluable shit painting that makes a charisma save all the time. That's retarded. Let's just leave
Well,
it.
the body has magic items on it, just so you know.
Let's loot the
Yeah, I
body
thought we
and
were
dead.
looting the body.
Well, fucking Lothus was, but I didn't really roll for that at all.
Yeah, I mean, Lothus is looking at stuff in the body, right? Yeah. So anyway, Benescus is done. You leave the room, correct? That's what you did?
Guess he'd be here.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
So does that provoke for me then, Nate? Does he get an attack? 'Cause Ben, I
Yeah.
guess he.
Yeah, he would. Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, he only moved 30 feet. He could withdraw.
Yeah. So
Disengage.
Ben uses the withdraw action just for his benefit. Then Vexus, your turn.
I'll do the same thing.
Withdraw.
Yeah.
Okay. Kusa.
I don't think I have much of an idea of what's going on, but I'm gonna run away because I see people running away.
Sova.
I'm gonna proceed to pick up the dead body and then follow them.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh,
What's
dude.
your carry?
Hasn't eluded yet, right?
What's your carry weight?
I mean, to be yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. How do I check?
What's your strength?
Is it 19?
Your
It's
strength is your
16
stat.
and then 3.
Yeah. So your stat. If you look up your strength, you should carry. If you Google DND 5e, strength
Strength
carry weight,
times
it'll tell you.
whatever.
Carry.
Yeah.
And then it'll tell you when you're like heavy load, right? So you're carrying gear, but this body probably with the gear on it is equivalent of, I'll say, 180 pounds, right? So you got to be able to carry that on top of your current weight. You might not be able
No,
to.
none of us can do that.
5e?
It's like,
Yeah,
is it
DD5.
strength times 8? What is it? I mean, you need like a 20 something. You can't do that. None of us could do that.
With
Okay,
the
well,
power
I
of
can't pick
teamwork,
him
we
up.
could.
Can't I just
Oh.
grab him by the neck and then just drag him out of the room?
It's
net?
strength by 15.
By 15, I thought it was 8. Oh shit. Okay. It was double that.
Yeah. So strength by 15. So I'm going to assume you probably have about 100 pounds of gear on you. What are you wearing for armor?
I am weighing 159 pounds right
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so you weigh 159 pounds. Oh, you're carrying 159 pounds. You can carry normally 240. So you have like 90 additional pounds you can pack. This body's too heavy for you to carry like that.
now. Can I just drag him down to the room?
Yeah, so you have a drag rate on your strength as well. So it'll be strength times something for drag rate.
Drag.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Well, it is in 3.5. So normally you have like a carry weight and then a drag rate.
It's 30 times your strength.
So double.
Okay.
Alright, so you have 100. Oh yeah, 90 pound carry, 180 pound extra.
Or your speed's halved, right? So that's the downside of dragging. So like you could normally move a regular. If this thing weighed 80 pounds, for instance, you could pick it up and it wouldn't even slow you down, right? But you are slowed down now by dragging this body. So you can move. You drag the body out of the room. You move double move. You move 15 because your normal move's 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you now move 15 and 15. That's basically how it goes.
Lothus will help them carry the body out, drag the body out.
Okay, Uglet, your turn.
I'm assuming the painting is on the ground from
Graham, you can
when
move
Nathan was
further.
trying to stab
no,
it, right?
it's on the wall.
Nope, it's on the wall. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
I'm out and close if you don't want
And we have like an action, movement, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to take out my water skin with my bonus action and then try to douse it with the water in one of my water skins and then book it.
Okay, you're trying to. Sorry, say that again. You're gonna get
He
your
wants to
water
splash
skin.
water on it.
My water skin, I just want to splash it with the water that's in one of my water skins.
Okay. It's an action to withdraw your water skin, and then you make a splash attack, which you can roll a d20. It's fine. You're very likely to hit it. You're only hitting its quote unquote touch AC, so no problem. So, do you have any dexterity?
Yeah, it'd be +3.
Okay. So actually technically you miss it. You hit the wall beside it. You don't actually hit it quite.
The painting's too high.
AC
Yeah.
10. You need to hit AC 10 in order. Like that's the base touch. Lothus. What's Lothus do?
Help Graham carry the.
So sorry, go
Easy.
back a second. Uglet, just to be clear, Uglet doesn't actually have the. If you pull your water skin out, which is not normally a weapon, okay, that's an action, and then you make an attack with it. That's your turn. So you're actually standing in the room right now after having attacked the painting with water, right?
You get movement after an action and an attack.
So no. Your action is your attack, but when you attack with something, drawing your weapon is part of the attack roll. Like I could draw and attack with a sword. It's not a weapon.
It's not a weapon. It's like no. So again, and this could be a difference between 3.5 and 5. So I could be wrong here, but normally in 3.5, you basically get a move action and what's called a standard action. Standard action used for attack. But you can use your move action to do actions, not attacks, but actions like draw an item from my belt or draw an item from my pack. Right? You can use your move action for that. It's not strictly just limited to movement.
Oh,
and so
I think it is.
when you're not drawing a weapon, okay, because you can draw a weapon as part of attack in D&D 5e. I agree, but I would argue with you that a flask is not a weapon, right? This is an item. This is no different than drawing a scroll from your pouch, right? So that's an action. It's an action to draw. It's not free. It hasn't been in any version of D&D I've ever played.
Okay.
So to me,
sure.
so if you want to change your action because that substantially changes things
Yeah,
for
it
you,
does.
then no problem. Then you don't draw your thing and you can do something else. But the reality is, your movement is spent digging an item in your pack, and then your attack is spent attacking. Right? That's the way I would play that.
Yeah, I just kind of assumed that just grabbing my like flask off my belt or something would be like a small enough action to consider just a bonus action.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can draw a bow and attack in one action. You can draw a bow, cock an arrow back, and shoot it all in one action. I didn't think it'd be too much to. But I guess if it's like in your bag or something.
Well, this is it. Like, so there's a limited number of items you're going to end up having, quote unquote, on your belt, right? I mean, I don't want to abuse this too much, but like, this was going to. It doesn't matter for this. So it's worth discussing the rule. In this situation, this is totally not critical. However, what's going to happen is someone's going to be unconscious and or be seriously damaged, and you're going to want to draw a potion from your belt and drink it, right? And that's an action. That is an action, drawing it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So, like, I don't know, D&D 5e is,
So like for your ruling, would it basically just be if it's something important, then you'd say it takes a full action, but if it's something like me just wanting to bring out my flask to throw some water, then it's not important, and that would be considered a bonus action?
Yeah. So everything I'm just Googling right now, but drawing and stowing an item of part of your movement. Just a second, I'm just reading a Reddit thread. Just bear with me a sec. So,
Back, I'm gonna go grab some Tylenol.
just Player's Handbook, page 190. You can also interact with one object or feature of the environment for free. So that's fine. You can open a door for free, for instance. I'm with you. During either your move or your action. For example, you can open a door. Okay, yeah. If you draw a weapon. If you want to interact with a second object, you need to use your action. So you can draw a weapon. I agree with that. It's specific to the word weapon, though. You cannot switch from your bow to your sword in the same turn. It requires an action. Like you can't, you know what I mean? You can't stow a weapon and draw a weapon.
We know that.
Two actions. Yeah. Well, I see the way this is. So there's a whole thread. The whole point of this Reddit thread, just to cover off for you guys. I'm just reading Reddit here. In D&D 5, they moved to, instead of having quote unquote a move action, they moved to basically what I'll call a point system towards moves. And so doing actions as part of a move are supposed to reduce your overall movement. You don't lose the entire action per se. Instead, what you do is you progressively use up more movement. So what I'm going to say is you can totally draw it as part of your move action, but it halves your movement. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
Because you have normally 20 feet of movement or something like that?
Yeah, I didn't even move that far afterwards anyways.
Yeah. So like if you, let's say you had 25 feet of movement, I would say, okay, you've used 10 feet of movement to do this. Like even opening a door they're talking about is like, you can do that, it's free, but you can say, well, that took 5 extra feet of movement to open the door, right? I walked over this. Well, that took 5 extra feet. Like that's how they manage that. Does that make more sense for everybody?
Yeah, that does
Fair
actually.
enough. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll just treat your movement kind of like almost like movement points, in a way. That makes sense. And so this is going to take a chunk of those points. So good. You're at where you're at. No problem. Pepper's turn. Pepper, pepper, pepper. I'm just going to use a skeleton image because Pepper. So I'm not going to go digging around for gas limits. Why am I not getting this out here? What are you guys doing?
Layering?
Yeah, could be. I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. It is going to attempt to move into Uglet. So, Uglet, make a constant. Oh no, I can't. Wait a second. Okay. I'm just going to roll a d6. Okay. So it moves up here. Dagnabbit, just move my map. It moves up here into the wall, right there, and it attempts to smack Sova, still in the wall. So, it's fighting from cover. Gives me a bonus. Is there any downside to being cover?
No.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Okay. So it reaches out. You can see through the walls. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It actually smacks Uglet. Uglet, you need to make a save first before it actually smacks you. It comes up to you. Its face comes out the wall. It's horrific. It looks like it's about to swallow you whole. And you actually need to make a wisdom save.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh god.
You fail. Similarly, when you fail, this thing it just sucks years off your life. You age per se, but more importantly, it reduces your charisma by 1. You lose a point of charisma. As your face, you scream as this thing comes at you, and your face remains semi-frozen with that look on its face for a duration, for a period. So you're minus on your charisma.
It wasn't a fear attack, was it? Like
It was
frightened?
fear. Yes, it was a fear attack.
I have advantage on that.
No.
Like being
Nice.
frightened or
Well, that's convenient.
It is very
Indeed.
convenient because that's horrible.
Yes, it is. It would have been horrible. You save. There you go. It was fear-based. I should have declared that ahead of time. Sorry, man. Waste of time. Okay, so that's not its attack, though. It's just as it's making its attack, this horrifying face of this creature is shown. It's normally hidden, right? It's normally like a black faceless mask. As it gets close to you, you actually see the real face. It's horrible. It's awful.
oh, it's a woman.
Yeah, and it attacks you. So 7. So AC 14.
I have ace.
Okay, it misses. Thank goodness for that. On to Kelsier.
Okay, I'm gonna run down here. And it's still in the wall, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's 75% covered. There's enough of it that you'll be able to fight it. It's not. I mean, if I'm making attacks, there's nothing that can attack you and then remain in total cover. That's not how it'll ever work.
Okay, I'll try shooting it.
Unless there's some specific special ability about some creature. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna guess that's a mess.
That is a miss because of cover. Yeah. Okay, Benescus.
I'm going to run away more.
Okay. You could pot shot it and run. You know, you could pew, pew, pew.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do that. I will cast Firebolt. And it misses, right?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
advantage, correct?
No, I'm not.
Okay, hits the wall, narrowly misses it. Vexus, only because of the wall, basically. Why not?
Whoa, I'm moving still. I didn't get a move yet.
That's fine. Move. Vexus.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast motherfucking Expeditious Retreat.
Boom. Yeah. Okay.
And
so you
then
concentration. Can you cast at the spells where you're concentrating?
Yes, but you can't cast other concentration spells.
Okay,
I, however,
fair
am not going to cast, even though it's a bonus action, I'm not going to cast a spell. I'm going to take So as a bonus action, each of your turns send that spell into dash action. So I can dash now. 50, 60. I can't take it again, I assume. I have an action still? I don't know what to do. I'll just do nothing.
Yeah. No, so dash action, I think, lets you double move, and then you can still move, right?
No, I just used bow. I just used dash with the spell.
Okay. Fair enough. Blah, blah, blah. Kusa.
I'm gonna mark it with Wick's bow.
Yeah.
And then I'm also gonna mark it as my Slayer's Prey.
We're not killing this thing, so you just lose your Wick's bow for the rest of the day.
It's just gonna keep chasing us.
Perhaps.
Probably. That's why I mark it. And that misses. 17 ain't shit.
So that's misses. Sova.
I can attack it and then back up, right?
They can't have cover for me.
So I think because I'm in cover, and again I could stand. So normally in 3.5, because it's in cover, it doesn't get attacks opportunity for people who move past its spaces. Now I know movement in 5e is entirely different. So because you're leaving a space it currently threatens, and you're moving away, unless you withdraw, it gets an attack. Isn't that correct, Nate?
I don't think being in cover takes away opportunity attacks.
Yeah. So then it's going to need attack if you attack it and move away, or if you move away, you can just withdraw. Those are your choices.
I am going to attack it.
Yeah.
Damn. First hit.
that'll
so
hit.
fucking damn.
That'll hit. Oh, damn. So when you attack
Wait,
it.
that hits with the cover as well?
Yes, it does.
But Julian missed with a 17 on his bow.
He was a 21 AC at the time.
I was off by just one.
Yeah. It's got a 22 AC currently.
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Sorry. 18 plus 5 is 23 anyway. I'm sorry.
That's what
That
I'm
is a miss.
saying. Okay.
Its AC is 23.
Okay.
Sorry, man. Sorry. That is true. Its AC is missed
And
barely.
I can't back up, right?
No.
You can. It just gets. You can. It gets an attack.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're just gonna stand.
Okay.
You're dead, dude.
Uglet. Your turn.
I'll just disengage and book it.
That's good. Even though we just gave Graham like $1.7 in magic gear, he's gonna fucking die now and lose all our shit.
Lothus.
Then we go back to loot 2
Both
bodies.
this runs. Yeah, but he'll probably have his body gone or some shit.
We should fight this, so he says. We should fight this. What are we running
Okay,
for?
fine. He'll go and fucking fight it. And he'll
He
swing.
doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. He's just saying
Hey,
we should.
it's not my
It's a
character.
team.
There you go. He'll use his mace attack. Which has almost like a 5% chance to hit, but okay.
Well, he
I'll
could have
attack.
cast a spell.
No,
Yeah,
he
that's
doesn't
okay.
have any spells that are good. Zero.
Okay, that misses. Pepper. Will take. You can let Lothus and Sova both attack, and it will attempt to move all the way to Uglet and get inside Uglet.
Damn, horny bastard.
Uglet, you can make a. Is it charisma? Constitution? What is it?
For possession,
Charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
Alright.
That's a miss. and so it went. Lothus went. Yeah, it's a miss. That's a fail. The creature disappears. Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do?
Yeah, we gotta kill Jacob now. Unlucky.
Kelsier.
Uh,
Come back up and lock the door.
Wait. I have a plan. I can cast my own enchantment on Jacob.
What is
Yeah.
the protection from
Do
good
I
and
feel
evil?
different or anything?
No, you're possessed. You don't feel shit.
You feel fine. I mean, it does go into you. You feel it, and then it goes away. It's okay. You're
What?
just fine.
No,
It's
we're
gone.
still killing Jacob. I don't care. I don't take chances.
he's not possessed.
No, he is possessed.
So Kelsier, your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna move down to Vexus.
Okay. Ben Askus, what do you do?
I'm also gonna move down.
Vexus, what do you do?
Actually,
Nathan,
Yeah.
do you not have protection from evil and good?
No. Why?
That
That's a shit spell.
it feels useful with the
You
amount
can,
of
yeah, but
fucking
yeah, ghosts aren't super common. Not supposed to be. I don't know. I don't like prot from evil and good. I don't like it. I'm never taking it. You can go take it yourself if you want it that bad. But I don't want it.
Anyway, Vexus, you done? What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast fucking Suggestion. Or Crown
Okay.
of Madness. Hold on, I just need to read this real quick. One humanoid, but that does apply to Jacob.
So you can see within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or
Oh, it just
Charmed
attacks
by you.
random creatures. Oh, no,
Yeah.
that you mentally choose. Wait, actually, normally on its turn?
if you
Before
choose
moving,
no
it chooses
creature.
turns. Oh, yeah, if you choose no creature. Okay. Then arm's reach.
So you're gonna cast that?
No, I'm gonna cast Suggestion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go suggest to Jacob to go fuck off. Back into the room. The painting.
Okay. Jacob, you can make a save against that, I believe.
Yeah.
So you were concentrating on Expedition Street, now you're no
Yeah.
longer concentrating on it. Correct?
Correct.
Now you're concentrating on suggestion.
Yes. That's... that matches my fucking spell save DC.
So it's a save. Sty goes to the runner. So he tries to suggest you, Uglet, and you save.
Yeah.
Kusa, what do you do?
Well,
No, I'm not done either. I'm running away, by the way. But
Oh, yeah, go ahead, move yourself. It's fine.
I'm gonna use my dash action and cram a square with Nathan.
Okay. Can't share the same square.
yeah, go one back.
Okay.
Sova, what do you do?
I'm gonna loot the dead body and then split it with my two comrades that stuck around.
Yeah, Lothus is down for that. So Lothus says, I just want to keep an eye on Uglet for a sec here, and then I'll come help you. So, Uglet, what do you do?
Did I hear what Graham said or Sova said?
Yeah. I'm gonna loot the dead body and split
Yeah,
it with
then
the
I
guys.
walk over
Come
there
around.
and get some good old loot.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
okay.
Oh, those idiots.
So Lothus is like, because you're walking over to him, you can tell he's a little bit wary about you. I mean, everyone saw this ghost thing disappear into you, basically. But honestly, round after round, I'm not going to lock this up too much. You're fine. It carries on like normal. So there you go. You guys can loot the dead body nicely enough. There is... What do you use for weapons, Sova?
Not much. Right now I'm just using a javelin and a longsword pretty much.
Right, sweet. So we will do the longsword then. Back here.
Oh, Nathan.
What?
You can cure indefinite madness, lol.
No.
I looked it up and I insanity. Long-term madness can be cured. Curing madness. A calm emotion spell can suppress the effects of magic or madness, while a lesser restoration spell can rid a character of a short-term or long-term madness.
And what are decision condition afflicting it? Why? Oh, but okay. So the condition can be blinded, deaf, and paralyzed, or poison, but it doesn't have to be. It's weird that it would list those 4 conditions, and then. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Anyway, it's a magical longsword, without a doubt. It's nice and it's made from silver. So
Oh,
that's all I'm going to tell you, Sova. Also on the body is a shield, which Lothus will take. It's magical. And also on the body is an amulet that's magical. Although it hung itself by the amulet. So I'm just going to say that.
Take it, Jacob.
Yeah,
it's all you, Jacob.
there is a breastplate, a non-magical breastplate, and then there's basically like an adventuring pack with, I don't know, we'll say, you're gonna sell the shit, so I'll say 106 GP. Let's roll 1D, so we'll go 50 plus 1D100. How's that sound? 50 plus 1D100. Who wants to roll a 1D100? I'll roll. There we go. There you go. 50 plus. So 147 gold in it. Worth of stuff. You can sell the stuff in it. It's got all kinds of adventuring gear.
We'll just take 49 each.
So the 3 of you guys will split that up.
Yeah.
Lothus' magical shield I'll figure out in a bit. The silver magic longsword, we'll just call a +1 silver magic longsword for now. The sword's name is Silver Star.
Like the mountain?
It's written right on the sword. So we can talk about that later. And I'm just going to try to figure out a good shield for Lothus.
I mean, it takes 1 turn to loot. Like, can we just dip the fuck out and leave those 3 here?
Yeah, we're done.
Epic. I'm fucking out of here.
Wait, should we go up the
Why,
other side?
why would we go up? Then go up the other side. And you
So
go,
we're
you can go
trying
do
to clear
that.
this place?
I'm not clearing a place that has fucking charm ghosts. I'm leaving.
So the shield, just so you know, Nate, the shield that Lothus got is a Sentinel shield. It gives
Okay.
Lothus advantage on anything that makes Lothus. Lothus is more alert, feels ready for danger, giving you an advantage on initiative and perception rolls as long as you're wielding the shield.
Yeah.
No, not bad. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can dip right out. You're all done. It's good.
Are we here for a mission?
Yeah, but this is obviously not there. There's no way that a bandit camp is behind this, like 3
We go
locked
over
doors. No, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm
we
fucking
go.
saying. How would a bandit camp
Yeah.
behind 3 locked doors and a
It's
past the
not.
painting? They
Look
haven't,
how big the
explored
map
their own
is.
area, but they're terrorizing the
so-
town.
Let me know where you guys are going next.
There are different maps that we haven't explored either.
Oh, we go over here. He
Okay.
literally told us that this is the map we want to be on earlier, but
Yeah.
Oh.
The other map's almost done anyway. There's like, it's a waste of time. So let's just get this one done because I know you guys want to get back to this stuff. So hustle up. That's all collapse onto where Vexus is, guess. And we can move everybody there.
I'm not being an uglet. I'm getting the fuck away from him.
You're not being near Uglet.
No, what the
Uglet's
fuck? Get away from me,
fine.
you little
Why?
bastard.
Okay, I'm here.
You feel Uglet. You feel filled with energy and joy, excitement. All the voices in your head tell you how amazing you are.
Bro, there's a lot of those.
Exactly.
Wait, where'd you go?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna move Sova over with the party here. So, this sword, Sova, is better than your current longsword. And
Okay,
being silver is good against were creatures.
like lycanthropes.
Like
Uglet.
uglet. Yeah.
You guys can see this.
I'm just trying to figure out how to define stats
On what?
on the sword.
It's a campaign-specific magic item.
Yeah, but how's he rolled for damage? It's just a longsword.
So
Like,
plus
what's the
one
damage?
longsword made from silver.
Okay, there you go. So that's all that matters.
So the important thing is, I think silver, if you look at the silver subtype, I don't know, again, in 3.5, it's actually your regular damage -1, right? So weapons.
No, not here.
So again, I don't know. Again, that's no problem. So I don't care. I've just double checked the silver subtype. If it doesn't do any modifications to the weapon, then it's just like a regular +1 sword, but it has the advantage of pushing through DR. So I'm just gonna do some little bit of drawing here so you guys can see a bit more. You can see that way, you can see that way, and I'll draw this out a bit more. You can see up here, and you can see a bit into here. You can see that that's kind of opened up. Open this up a little bit just so you can see what's there. It's just a wall.
A ghost.
Yeah, so I can give you guys a little bit of a better picture of what's going on. So if you pay attention to where you're at here, like you're on a lower area, you can see there's an upper platform on your kind of left, Kelsier. Then if you get across the way, oh yeah, sorry, I just sometimes that's a ghost there. Sorry, I'll delete it. Sometimes I drag stuff off into the gray area when I'm done with them, rather than delete the icons. So,
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing. That's exactly it.
I'm fucking leaving. I don't want.
Well, all the
this
undead
area
were
is
on one
fucked.
side. All the undead were on one side, and then you had the crab keeper, which you guys dealt with, and now you're into the more fun areas.
Like, how are there bandits back here? They just walk past the hell painting and the crabs and the ghosts, and they're just chilling.
Well, the
in
crab was the gatekeeper to them. So actually, anyway, they know enough that if they don't engage the crab, that they
Okay.
can get off, and they would let them wander past in large part, right? So they had a mutual understanding, and no one's strong enough to defeat the crab, so they didn't really worry about it a whole lot. It gave them a lot of freedom behind where the crab was, so it was a good deal. So anyway, there you guys are. So what are you doing?
I want to go up here.
Okay, up you go. You can tell at the top of that ramp, there's been like people that have like camped out here. That there's like a campsite garbage basically that have hung out here. So this isn't an uncommon place for guys to hang out in. There's bones and other crap from stuff people have picked away at for meals or whatever. There's a bridge across. When you get up there, you'll see that this area across the way is open. Do you hear?
No loot in this room.
No loot. It's garbage. And then there's a little bit of an opening right here. Just gonna open this up a bit. Yeah. So that's what you currently see as it sits. And this one I should open this up a bit more, but this goes like this. I'll just open this whole thing up because you guys can basically see to the end there. So there you go. This is how spread out your party is currently. Everyone's comfortable with where they're at. So Benascus, you guys are good.
Ben's need a drink, he said. Text me on Snapchat.
Time to unlock
Benji,
the doors.
Benji, come grab me one too, or bring me down some ice. An ice and one of my bevias in the bottom of the pantry. Any flavor. Sorry guys, for yelling in here. You should have muted first. Anyway, Kelsier, you're up there. You can see there's an opening kind of ahead of you on there, above your character on the left, and then there's a bridge across. So, and I could actually.
Yeah. Is there a door here, or is it just an opening?
Yeah, let me just reveal this. You can see all the way up here. You guys can actually tell a fair chunk of this opens up down here quite a ways. So it's just an opening, yeah. So when you go stand there, this room is open. There's some beds in the room. I'll call them beds. They're mounds of debris that have been collected that look softer than the ground. Leaves, sticks, twigs, but there's these little mounds in this room. I would describe it as like, it looks a bit like an animal's den. Multiple animals live in there. Multiple. But nobody home.
Anything shiny that I can see from here?
You could search the room. Absolutely make a perception check. I mean, it's a busy space. You don't really see anything that sticks out to you. So nothing that grabs your eye, no.
Okay, I guess cross the bridge.
Okay. Cross the bridge, no problem. So this area here, as you get into this space, it basically, it's it's kind of a confusing way. I'm just going to kind of tap on the thing so you can follow me, okay? So this is at a higher level. It's hard to see this, okay? And it's all
Okay, yeah.
flat. And then this area is 5 feet down. And this is the stairwell to come down. So it kind of spirals around, okay? And then you come down over here. And then this area here is at a lower level, 5 feet lower. You could just jump down, but you could walk around the outside too. And there's an opening here, right here. There's like a hallway. I'll just reveal that a little bit to you so you can get a bit of a sense of what's through there. Okay, so you can see there's a bit of an opening through there and some hallways or whatever. And actually, just because based on the angle, I'll draw that out a bit more for you. So you can see that that area wanders off a bit. And not really sure what this was for. At some point, this was used for servicing stuff or something. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, that's what's going on there. But there are chains and manacles that hang off of the pillars here and here, multiple chains and manacles. And it does look like stuff has been brought out here, and then yeah, and then bones and hair and chunks, that debris at the bottom of these columns. So it looks like stuff's been taken care of there. So yeah,
Maybe
so
a torture.
okay, sweet freedom. Everyone's moving up. Is everyone comfortable where they're at?
Yeah.
Just gonna move, I'm gonna move up Benuscus with Vexus. He'll basically hang around Vexus anyway, I'm sure. Okie doke. So you get to there, and I'm just gonna reveal a bit more. There's some hallways back here. So first off, when you're standing there, this hallway kind of dead ends. You can kind of see a couple of room openings on either side. It looks to you like there's a hallway on your left, and you could kind of sort of see down this hallway, and it opens into a bit of a room. Just gonna try to draw that a little bit. Yeah, so you kind of get a good look. Either end of you, left and right, it looks like it opens into rooms. That looks like it opens into a room. You're kind of looking both ways. So that's what you're seeing there. You don't really hear anything. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. You do hear sounds, actually. Funny enough. Are you advantaged on that or just regular?
Just regular.
Okay. You hear sounds. Definitely, there's stuff around. That's the terminology I'm going to use for it. You can't actually tell because of the way this place is all chambery and whatnot, if it's left or right. Yeah, you can't really tell where it's coming from. That's the problem. But you kind of hear there's stuff. So you know you're in proximity to things. You just don't know how close. Then there's a door here, and there's a door here. And then these ones, like I said, this goes open to an more open room. Which if you peer in the corner, you can actually kind of see it better. I'm just going to draw you a bit better so you can kind of see a bit better. So from the hallway, you see like that, which opens all the way through. And you will see all the way to the end of this, a wall. And actually, you can actually technically see kind of this area here. So you can see there's a stairwell over there.
Okay, I guess I'll ask Kusa and Uglet if we should go forward or up.
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 Yeah, sure, up.
With a hard P.
Okay. Up we go. So you get to here. I'm just going to draw this room for you. So you get to the edge of the room. There is a door here, but it's open to here. And without a doubt, by the time you get here, you're aware that the voice is coming from this room where I'm pinging right here. Sort of more jitterings, I'll call it, than voices. This space is open, and it looks like it's a meeting place. In fact, there's a bunch of like tables and some cloths on the tables, but it looks to me like, that's the best I could describe this. The tables are set at the can't really draw it very well. The tables are set around the outer edge of the room. The middle of the room is wide and open, and you can pass freely from here straight through to the stairwell. If anything, you would kind of think that this was either like a banquet area or a bit of a hall or a meeting area or a trade area or something to that effect. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's tidy, but it looks well traveled. Like it's just the floor is a little more. You can sort of see a worn path right through here, et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, you do hear voices coming from this space here.
Oh.
Can I?
You're probably just sneak on by.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just like sneak
Yep.
over
The door
to the
is
staircase?
ajar. I did mention that. It's not
Yeah.
wide open, but the door's ajar. You can absolutely make an effort to sneak past. So go ahead and make your sneak roll, whatever that is. Move silent. Is there a sec on? Stealth. 13.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's sufficient. Where are you headed to? Show me where you're headed. You're half moved.
Oh, can I try to cross the doorway?
Yep. Yeah. So, as best as you can tell, the voices carry on chittering away, blah, 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 blah. You come up to here, and there is a door here.
Yeah, and you
Go
said the door's
down.
ajar, right?
So the door on your right here, is ajar. Yeah, it's cracked open. And then there's a door right here that's closed.
Can I try to peek in the room?
You can. So, basically, your character sees, so the door, your character can kind of see this corner, essentially. And so you peer and you see this corner, and you can tell there's a table, there's some food items on the table along this far wall. And you can tell the guys that are talking are basically in sort of this square, but you can't see them because of how little the door is open, right? It's just like someone kind of swung it closed but didn't really bother making an effort actually closing it, basically.
Does it sound like humanoids or like?
It's rat people, bro.
Yeah, sounds. What languages do you speak?
Speak Elvish and Common.
Undercommon, Celestial, Abyssal, Elvish.
Okay, well, you got enough languages, you got a fairly good idea. This is some sort of unique language that sounds a bit vermin-y. Yeah.
If you even had to
I've
ask
got a-
that, you're
like-
throwing, bro.
I've
What?
got a good idea.
Yeah, like no shit, they're rat people. That we're here to kill rat people. What do you expect in the room, Julian? You're chittering from the room. And you're like, what could that be? I wonder.
You double check. You don't want to,
Just run out.
ambush. Yeah. So you're there. It doesn't appear you've been observed. I'll just say Uglet. What do you do next? So you're checking this room out. Uglet, you're standing sort of in the doorway there. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll just try to sneak across as well.
Okay. Go ahead and make your stealth roll. Benascus and Sova. Sova, do you want to double check your locations? Make sure you're happy with where you guys are standing at. If not, move your characters up.
Sweet.
I'm gonna move up and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. So it's hard for you to sneak. Is that disadvantage? Are you disadvantaged your armor? By the way, I'm
Yeah,
just curious.
he is, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
That's a great roll for disadvantaged. Anyway, surprisingly to everybody, because you're so small and agile, you do tuck across there, no problem. Yeah. So it's Koos's turn. So anything you're gonna do specifically while you're there, Uglet? You hear some voices coming out of that room, chittering sound. It's not. It's not. Yeah. Well, I'll just tell. Uglet would know, because you're starting to get some memories from when you shift every once in a while, right?
Yeah, the voices are coming back.
Yeah, and so it sounds like rats, but they can't actually speak, so they communicate. That's the best way. They don't speak. It's not articulate. They can't express detail ideas, but they can still communicate in chirps, basically. Minimal ideas or concepts, right? So that's what's going on in there.
Hey.
So, Kusa.
So, just to one up my brethren here, I'm gonna go up to the door and try to sneak it open.
Oh my
Okey-doke.
gosh.
It's a different level of difficulty, but should be exciting. Let's go ahead and see your stealth roll.
I swear to fucking God.
Okay, so you manage to skip the door quite stealthily, You do press on the door very gently to start sliding it open, and it creaks. So right out the gate, you stop moving it. So you've managed to open the door slightly more, and like instead of being able to stare at this square, you can now stare at this square, basically. You can see what would appear to be like the edge of a table, kind of right here, basically at this corner, barely, and that's what you see. And the room goes silent. Silva, what do you do?
He's in the bathroom.
I'll just get everyone to click on themselves and go for their initiative. Why not? Let's just do it.
Probably going to the bathroom. Someone's in the bathroom. I'm just gonna move up, I guess.
There's no turn order anymore. Like the turn order bar is gone for me.
How the fuck do I get that back? What the?
It's also gone from me as well.
What'd you do, Nate?
No, you deleted it last time and it's still gone.
Nope. I'm not sure how to get it back. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Turn order. Sorry, then I've screwed you guys. Hopefully your rules are all terrible.
Mine were all bad.
My 21.
So, oh, there it was populated. Okay. Is that the correct numbers? Is this good? Is this what everyone's
Oh,
initiatives
yes, they are.
Yes.
are? Okay. So I'm going to just sort this out.
What the fuck?
Okay. So here we go. Just gonna sort this out. So I'm gonna add. Yeah. I'm just gonna do my 3 rolls in order of dudes on my screen. Wow, it's taking forever to roll dice.
Yeah.
7, that'll make it 9. Thumpers, 18, that will make it 21. And Chitty is 8.
Shitty.
So let's sort here. Everyone's rolled, right? We got everyone on
Yeah.
there?
Wow, boy.
Yeah. Okie doke. So I will go Kelsier first. I know there's some people who didn't get their full turns in the back, and I'm sorry, we'll get you caught up. If you want to move up like 15, 20 feet, Nate, you're welcome to. And Benascus and Lothus, you can move up. Yeah. Okay. Kelsier, your turn.
Okay, so the door's kind of open.
It went, and the room goes dead silent, and Kusa stops moving. So you, like I said, you can see an edge of a table here, and you can basically see there's nobody in these spaces. But there's clearly people in this room.
If I move down here, can I see any people?
No, because the door
Dude.
kind of goes like this. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of angled across. If that, I'm trying to describe it for you so you know what I mean. Like the door's blocking your vision.
Yeah. Okay.
You can delay. You can delay and say, just put me back in whenever, and I'll put you on delay.
I kick the door open.
Oh, you don't need to. Yeah, okay. You kick the door open. Boom. So you move into the room. You have your full movement, by the way. As soon as the door opens, on a table. Oh, layer select. On a table. What the fuck? Oh, I'm just gonna reveal. Oh, I did reveal the room. So what the fuck am I doing wrong? Select. Fucked up with these layers, and I put them in the wrong layer. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna zoom in on this. I'm gonna put an aura on that. This dude is. Oh, because he's on the map layer. I got 2 different guys on 2 different layers.
There are no more grids.
I'm crying. Do. Fuck me. Fucking brutal. I'm just gonna use a different image. I'll put this on top of this dude. I'll get around to it later. Sorry. I put the one guy in the wrong layer. Okay, so in the corner on a leash, so there's a table. There's a rat creature. Never mind the one on the table. There's a rat creature right there. Pinging him, right?
Okay.
It's a half were-rat, half man looking dude. You've seen plenty of them. That's what that's there. Then there's a half bat, half man standing on the table, and they seem to be arguing or discussing whatever was on the table in this square, which looks like it's some gold pieces, and they're squabbling as the best as you could tell over them. And then in the corner here, I'm just gonna, so the half bat and half were-rat, no surprise, no shock. But in the corner, there is another creature that I would describe as like a pet. Yeah, like a pet. And it looks like this. I'm just gonna see if I can copy this. Copy image. Let's see if I can paste that into Discord. General. Yeah, this one. Looks like that.
Oh.
Oh, cute.
It is. It's a cute creature. And it's got these like long sort of not tentacles, but things up front and a tail and crustacean-y looking. Yeah, with a neat little face. So yeah. So basically, yeah, the two were creatures are very similar in size and style and type. Got things entirely different, and it's got like a leash on it, and it's like a pet. Anyway, they're squabbling over some shiny objects on the table, and this thing is like sitting there. Yeah, make a. Do you have sense motive?
That's not really a thing. Insight.
Insight. Yeah, make an insight check, just to give you a better
Okay.
sense of like intentions.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. So this pet seems like it's eagerly awaiting something. Well, these two are kind of squabbling over what to give it. That's the best way. So that's how your perception of this room is. So, next. So, do you anything
Or
else?
does that
You
take
gotta
up
act.
my?
No, no,
Well,
no.
I kind of wanted to
You
like
walk in here, so you totally
like,
can. You got. You
I
got
wanted to
your
like
full move to act.
spook them by kicking the door open and then like shoot one like
Mm-hmm.
just
Pick a
open
target.
fire.
Yep.
So I want to shoot the one in front of me.
Yep.
You're shooting your Jacob's family?
Yes.
So, you fire your bow. I don't think that actually hits. You're advantaged? You're not advantaged, right? It actually does hit. It actually hits it for 9 piercing damage, and doesn't seem to impact it at all. Doesn't seem to bother it in the least.
And then I'll take a bonus action to disengage and then back up.
Sure. Okay. So
What?
they're all surprised, and the first thing to react is Thumper, and Thumper's very curious about what's going on there. And Thumper wanders over here. It's gonna wander past Kusa. I'm just gonna do my movement here to make sure I've got enough. Yeah, it's gonna wander right to here, right up to you. It just ignores everybody else. And what are you carrying on you? Just grab all your gear.
All my gear.
Mhm.
Like rope, water skins, torches, hammers, crowbar,
What kind of armor are you wearing?
studded leather.
Yeah.
Bow, short sword, dagger.
It will reach out.
You probably picked the worst one to shoot, by the way.
Or
You
he said they
knew
were
it was
both
a
were
were-rat.
rat.
Yeah, then shoot the bug.
But
it's cute.
it looks at you and its two antennas start to shake.
Oh no.
So
And you can make a that kind of it's like these two front antennas are like feathery, and they try to reach out and basically touch you. You can make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Boom, paralyzed.
Wait.
Okay. That's cool.
Wait. I have the ring.
What's the
Oh
ring do?
yeah, because advantage.
evasion.
Yeah.
So what does that do? Let's describe
on
it.
dex
When you
saves.
fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges to succeed on that saving throw.
Yep.
Okay.
Good call.
So do you expend one of its charges?
I will, yes.
Okay. So you expend a charge, and you evade magically what you would not have evaded previously. Lucky. That's to quote Nathan.
Lucky.
Then it's going to bite you. Because that shaking
shit.
thing is one thing, and then it's bite. So it's going to make an attack roll. But it's like a curious bite. It's kind of just, it's not really particularly vicious, to be honest. It's more curious, and it doesn't really bite you. So, similarly, Kusa, what are you wearing for gear?
Scale mail, I have a longbow.
Great. You can also make a save
Strength.
at the same time. No, it's a dexterity save.
Okay.
When it vibrates, your gear feels like it could be impacted. That is a fail. Do you have any ability to do anything about it?
Lucky, please.
No. Ben can't even
Okay.
see you.
So that's fine. So as the creature's antennas vibrate, and it's able to basically touch you, your armor begins to rapidly corrode.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's because it's being worn. It wasn't automatically destroyed. Your armor takes a cumulative permanent -1 to AC until it's
keep
reduced.
Graham the fuck away from that thing, bro.
Until it's reduced to 0.
But he's
My
the
my magic armor is now unusable.
Yeah, and so
Epic.
just for rules, you guys are now determine, it can do that to everything, to one object per person within 5 feet. So if it's completely surrounded, everybody around it will, anything it can see will have to make a save. So, it doesn't really, and it's not a particularly mean creature. That's basically its thing. But,
should charm it.
Benascus.
I'm going to move 2 squares to the left. My game is glitched, and I might take it back. Well, it's like scrolling down and stuff. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh.
It just
Oh.
disappeared. What the fuck? So you can't. There's walls here, right? So this is a hallway. So you can't see shit right now. So you want to be standing in
Okay.
the hallway if you want to do anything.
But oh.
Yeah, you can't see
you're
anyone,
right.
Ben.
You're right. My bad. Well, I'll just stay here then. I don't even know what to do then. All right, my whole plan was just destroyed. I apologize. I'm gonna help or like give advantage or whatever it is. Like you can assist. Vexus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That puts us to Kusa.
I don't give 2 flying fucks if this piece of shit attacks me. I'm moving 10 feet and shooting it with a longbow.
Okay. It will opt to do a bite attack on you. It can't do another attack. And so it tries to nibble at you gently. It's a gentle nibble. That probably will hit. It's AC 20.
16.
Okay, so it hits. Do. Yeah, it does 6 points of piercing damage to you. And you've moved. Go ahead. You're good.
Fuck this.
You shoot a bow at it. Doesn't seem to hit it. Silva.
I'm gonna back up. I didn't throw my javelin.
Your last javelin.
No, I have 3 left. I picked them up.
Oh, okay.
I've only lost 1 javelin.
That's more than 30 feet. That's not effective range or at disadvantage.
Yeah. I would have just stayed where you were. But that's okay. Well, roll your thing, dude. Do it. Wow! Lucky.
So you're advantaged or
Wait,
you're
no, he's
disadvantaged? or-
disadvantaged, but he still fucking
Nice.
rolls 18.
18 will count. That hits it for 5 piercing damage. It squeals. Yeah, that makes me sad. I'm sad about that. Okay. Is that it, Sova?
Well, that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this dude comes out not happy, not happy. Will fly above Kusa. He attacks you from above. So flies up above you and basically dumps on you, attacking your upper body, including trying to bite and claw you multiple times. So you're going to take 2 claws and a bite. It's in sort of a hybrid form. It's a small humanoid-looking creature. It's a werebat, for what it's worth.
Ben, roll your
so,
important.
Kusa is just looking here. So I am.
Wait, did you say Ben roll your portent?
I did.
I did earlier. Does it not count? No?
It does. What did you roll?
So the first 2 are from the Claw. So that is AC 17, AC 13. So I probably miss. One miss, 1 hit.
Yep.
So the hit will do claws. The hit will do 6 points of piercing damage, and then it bites you. Let's make the bite attempt. That's a miss. So the bite's what you were worried about there.
And curses you.
This guy comes out and sees Uglet.
His brother.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually moves right in front of Uglet and attempts to, the best thing I could describe Uglet is it attempts to plea for its pet's life. It like waves its arms, no, it's okay. And then the Thumper has a what's it
Leash.
called on it? A leash on it, and attempts to pull Thumper's leash. So that's its entire action. Vexus.
Okay, you know what? I'll move up and I will tell everyone to stop fighting. And that's it.
Yep. Lothus.
He will listen to me. Actually, I'll put him here.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Uglet.
So the rat's pleading with me, right?
Yeah, it's chittering.
And I'm
You
not
can
able to
see
understand chittering at all.
Well, it's attempting to actually shape change. It just takes around. So it's got in front of you. It's chittering, but it obviously wants to say something. And the priority was to grab its pet's leash, right? Yeah, that's the short version. It made no aggressive actions.
I'll just chitter back.
Yeah, fair enough. Kelsier.
Kill that stupid piece of shit that ruined my armor.
Is there a threat to petting it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you really don't want to be standing within
don't
5
wanna,
feet of this thing. In fact, they weren't even standing within 5 feet of it, to be fair. just to give you an idea, right?
Then take disengage and run down here.
You pussy.
I like my armor.
Yeah. Okay, it goes to Thumper's turn. Thumper does nothing. It sits. It seems like a pet. It acts like not quite a dog. It's marginally less intelligent than a dog, but it's not. It takes no aggressive actions. It also sits. Benuscus.
I'm gonna move in now.
Yeah.
To here, and then, so we are not pleading with the other creature, only the rat, right?
You can't really see
You
the
can't
other
even see
creature,
the
to be
bat.
honest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then I just move here and do nothing.
Okay. Kusa.
If this thing chooses to attack me, I don't give a fuck. I'm killing the fucking dog. Move 20 feet there.
Yeah. It. So just gonna say you can go ahead and make an insight roll. Yeah. So you absolutely see it rationalize the thought about attacking you and then realized it's all kinds of fucked given that its friend doesn't want to participate in this fight. And it lets it go when you gave it the opportunity and it'll end up landing. But it debated it. That was a hard thing for it to do and it did it. So we should all be proud. So
Okay, I don't get this. I go to the bathroom and I come back and somehow I see Vexus up in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, dude, I'm crazy.
yeah,
bro. I'm
that's how he
insane.
rolls. That's how he
What
rolls
do
now.
you mean? You use That's a fucking... Bro, what did I miss? Why is
I'm actually a battle wizard. I use a longsword, not spells.
What happened was the door got kicked open. You guys launched a volley, no problem.
No?
The pet, which quite frankly, even if you hadn't launched the volley, it would have come running out and attacked. So the pet attacks, right? Then Kusa counterattacked the pet. Then the werebat came flying out the room and attacked whoever was attacking the pet. But then the pet owner came running out and was like, basically, "Don't get my pet! Don't get my pet! Don't get my pet!" And then grabbed his leash to pull him back. And then Vexus is like, "Okay, I'll see if there's a chance for diplomacy here." So he walked in the room and it was just like, calm it all down. And it looks like
You have to compensate, right?
And
Yeah,
to
it
be
looks like-
fair, if it was just like because it was asking Jacob, right, and it was chittering, I would say my character wouldn't understand what it's saying, but because it was pulling the leash back, I think that's fair enough to be like it's obviously not wanting to fight if it's pulling the leash and not attacking us. So
Yeah. So really, we have to make it past your turn and technically Flyboy's turn, and combat will have effectively ceased if no one else takes any combat actions. But you have an opportunity to fuck that all up if you want. I'd never take that. I'd never take that away from you.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna move up, I guess.
Okay. Flyboy comes down and lands. The rat changes into a humanoid, and basically says, "Yeah, let me put Thumper away," and then escorts Thumper into this room and closes the door on him. Right, and he just says, "Oh, you got to be careful. You can't, he's a rust monster. You can't touch him. We're just so you know, like I'm sorry. He's really good. And we're just trying to feed him, and coins are getting tight, and we're running out of stuff to give him. And anyway, I'm sorry. Like, he's like, my name is whatever. It doesn't really matter. Schmuck. My name's Schmuck, and this is my friend Schmiegel, Schmuck and Schmiegel. And yeah, I don't want any trouble. Bad, blah 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 blah. That's basically his little spiel, and he closes the door on. Yeah, he closes the door on Thumper.
Russ,
Oh.
it doesn't have multi-attack, but you still did the antenna and bite at the same time. Also,
He can complete weapon attack, and then he can corrode non-magical objects that it can see within 5
My-
feet.
both his actions.
armor's
Also,
ma-
yeah,
my
so-
armor's
and that's
magical.
also just wasn't to say. So your armor doesn't corrode because it's not because it's magical.
Oh,
So no. Continue reading it. So it can corrode, and it can corrode 1 cubic foot if the object's not worn. If the object is touched, is either metal or armor. It takes permanent damage.
Yeah,
My
what it could be
armor's-
if it's non-magical. His armor's magical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
what I'm saying.
So it would have picked something that wasn't magical. So pick the next item and then whatever non-magical metal item you had, and it would have done that instead. Then.
What about
Dagger.
all your gold, bro? All of his gold.
Yeah,
a cubic foot of gold.
the only metal thing I have other than my serpent scale mail would be my dagger.
Yeah. It's not a particularly dangerous creature. This wasn't meant to be a super dangerous encounter. It's just an exposure to a little baby rust monster.
Yeah, but earlier too, you did so it doesn't have multi attack. Its bite is an action, and its attack is an action. They're both actions. But
Okay, so it wouldn't have bit. Its intent was to rust shit
because it eats, it's hungry.
Yeah, because it's hungry.
I mean,
That's right.
fuck, I'll feed it.
It's a little sad little face. It's just needs some nibbles. That's why I should have named it Nibbles. It's a much cuter name. Anyway, they mean no harm, no foul. They don't want any grief. Yeah, and they're both townsfolk, by the way. They both live in town. They don't hang out down here normally. They're just
No hard feelings with their.
yeah. They've been infected, and
Oh, I see.
so they know that they get ostracized, right? And so they come down here, and this area that you're standing in is a market space. It's the market space for where the townsfolk above trade with the sewer folk below, basically. And they'll tell you kind of what's going on. So basically, they're not allowed. They tell you this point blank. They're not allowed past the door that you're standing at right here. However, they're allowed everywhere south of here. These are all these people can come and camp out and hang out down here from above, right? They tell you all of this stuff. Oops, sorry, I did the wrong thing. Reveal, not unreveal. They tell you all of this. They tell you all this stuff around here. There's nothing dangerous in the rest of these areas. This is what's what. And basically they say, don't go across the bridge. There's a bunch of undead. Which you guys basically cleared out. They said also stay away from the circle. Don't get sucked into the middle of the circle. They kind of tell you that's another area you didn't do. But if you zoom out in your maps, I'll kind of ping that area for you. He tells you about it. This area up here.
Oh.
There's a room up here that leads to a circle. He's like, stay the fuck away from that. People get sucked into that and never come out. There's some sort of whirlwind that sucks you into the water. And once you get sucked in the water, basically even the rat guys won't go in there. It's like 2 rooms, and he's peeked around the corner of it, and he's like, everyone that goes in there gets fucked up. So stay away. There's nothing in there. There's no reason to be in there, unless you want all of the loot at the bottom of the thing. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Well, because lots of people have died, right?
Unseen servants. I can just sit here and ritual cast unseen servant for days.
Yeah. It was just like, it's all kinds of fucked up there. So basically all these lower areas here, it's essentially where all these guys, if they come down, they'll often like camp out or hang out down here. And it's actually a pretty safe haven because as long as you give an offering to the Crab King, who's pretty chill, he lets you past. Right, so a lot of people bring him fish. This is the only way he eats, and he's gotten big over the years. He can't even get out of the room anymore, and so he survives. But he's been a great little gatekeeper. So as long as people just leave him to come in there and throw him offerings of food, he lets them go past. But the rest of the stuff's just basically like safe spaces to hang out. There's nothing through this area. It's a dead end down here on the bottom right. This area runs off to basically just a long straight tunnel and dead ends. A lot of them camp out in that area. And most of the slimes and other problems have been long since cleared out of here because the rat folk leave it be. Then he does tell you there's a bridge. I'll draw the bridge in for you up here so you can see it. There's a bridge up here, but basically the rule is you're not allowed to go past the bridge. You're not allowed to go through that door, and you're not allowed to go past the bridge unless you're a guest of the Rat King. But the rest of these rooms down here are essentially safe to hang out in, and they're safe havens for all sorts of were creatures.
They're traders, you said, eh? Can we just,
this area, yeah, well, it's not subsidy, but there's a market here, and they trade stuff. But a lot of people, so there's a lot of the infectious rats down here that they do work with, and they're like pack rats and stuff like that, and they collect things, but they don't have access to the city, and not everyone's a shape changer, right? So anyway, these two come down here, and sometimes they just hang out. Yeah, it is what it is. This is a comfortable, safe space for them where they're not ostracized from the mean, awful world above. But to be honest, he tells you this. There's a community of were-rats that all look out for each other down here. Other were-creatures too, but mostly it's were-rats. And they're basically friendly. They're just trying to coexist. But sewer workers keep coming down here and attacking them. And people keep sending guys down here to attack them all the time. So there's some fear of hostility, although nobody's made it past Crab King before. So
what was our fucking bounty, or like the quest reward?
500 gold, I think it was.
Man, that fucking Rat King's life is not worth 500 gold. I understand they're
Think
friendly.
about the XP.
Yeah, I understand they're friendly. these guys are chill. I say we push forward anyways and we fight the Rat King.
Do you guys? They've met the Rat King before. He's a bit of a leader. I mean, it's a ragtag. There's not. They call him the Rat King, but he's not. He's the person who basically set up the society down here for them to. These people are infected and have no means to become uninfected, right? So they just become increasingly disenfranchised, and then rather than run around above, if they're not doing well, they come here for safety, right? So rather
What
than
kind of proof do you need to show that the Rat King has been killed?
ahead.
Yeah, but who knows what he looks like? Deception time,
His
boys.
stage is death.
Bluff. This could be a bluff situation.
Fucking Ben.
So, yeah, that's what's going on. And then they came down here, and his pet is famous. Everyone knows his pet, and often he leaves his pet to roam down here, and he just feeds it all the time. So, and he bought it at auction here.
Wait, they sell those things? Oh
So
my fuck.
He bought. It's an underworld auction, right? So this is not you're not there for hot dogs and and donuts, right? This is it's underworld. So yeah.
Wait, when's the next
What are they
auction?
arguing about?
Yeah, when's the next auction? Oh yeah, well
Yeah,
they're
he's like-
right.
Yeah, it's whatever, once a week or something. I don't know. Every I don't know. The full moon and every full moon for sure, and every waning moon. I don't know. Every waning moon. It'll be the opposite of the moon.
Yeah, I wouldn't come down here at fucking full moon with this.
Yeah, it'll be the
Freaks.
opposite of that. It'll be something moon based. So whatever. 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Well,
It's for were creatures. Occasionally there are other underdark creatures that come through. They saw a drow here a couple times. So everyone kind of just live and let live. Don't mess around. So
Are you guys down to go to the surface, go to my house in the city or whatever, and then wait out 2 weeks, just doing nothing productive, and then, or just doing whatever? I don't know. Someone can pray,
Go to
whatever,
auction.
just whatever, and then we go to the auction. Yeah.
well, I could just sit at the whirlpool or whatever, and just ritual cast Unseen Servant over and over again, and have them swim down there and try dragging shit back up. I think that's the play. For
Okay.
2 weeks and just drag shit up. Because I mean, we could kill the Rat King as well, but we need money.
Well, we were sent here to get rid of bandits.
Yeah, but they're the
Were we?
bandits. If they're attacking workers, put two and two together. If they're attacking workers and they think they're bandits, that makes total sense. It's probably the same group. We could just lie as well and say that it's safe and just clear it out.
You could also say just stop attacking them.
Yeah, but then we don't get
Well,
paid.
the reality is that you have infected people who, and I mean, you've been through this with Uglet, right? Who sometimes take actions that they're not entirely in control of, right? But they're really trying. They're not bad people. They're trying to live their lives. In fact, most were-rats are of a decent, good, but of a lawful nature. They're not good. They're lawful. And so there's a distinction there, right? They're not interested in committing crimes or anything, right? But they do like to kill things and eat stuff, and it's a were creature, right? But they're not preying on the weak. You know what I mean? They do want to abide by the laws of society. They want a social structure.
They also enjoy infecting people and watching them suffer, but
Yeah. They do. I mean, it gets spread a little bit here and there. I mean, they try to do their best.
They get a little bit quirky at night.
all
They
right.
do get a little bit at night.
Well, sure, we can go back to the surface. I mean, we can
Can
try.
we just talk to the Rat King?
Why? To what end? Tell them not to come certain areas. They seem to already have a section quartered off.
I don't know, just for
So, I mean, you could.
the lore.
He makes occasional appearances. He's not always here. The guy does full on warn you against messing with the circle. He's like, I'm telling you, it's the first thing to tell everybody down here. Stay out of there. It's bad. It's bad. So I don't
I
mess with
asked
it.
him about the cave with the drows.
Nothing.
Like what?
Never
They
been
didn't know
down
about
there.
It was like
Portcullis is
locked.
closed.
Yeah, it was locked, bro.
Yeah. Never even heard of that. He has seen a drow up here, but never heard of it. Don't know. Nothing about that. But basically, they're aware a little bit. Like the city is built, as is most cities. This city that you're under currently has been built in other cities over different times, right? And so, your current sewer system, and so the sewer's running through this, but your current sewer system adapted onto this old city's sewer system. But what you're in right now wasn't originally a sewer system. A sewer system got scabbed onto this, right? And you're in rock and stone construction. You're basically in the bottom level of what used to be a keep at some certain time, and then got eventually sort of semi-buried over time, and then channels got dug out of it in order to let sewers run where dirt had filled in, right? And other pieces are still made out of stone, right? So the area you're in right now, is 1,000-year-old or hundreds of year old ruin, right? And this area is particularly picked over because people have moved into these spaces, right? But there's a city built above you. Like, your ceilings is still rock, right? And stone structure, right? And the sewers that are attached onto this that you guys entered here through, those are man-made sewers built by the modern city that also connect to other ancient cities, right? And so there's layers and layers to this cake, although he doesn't wander around here a whole ton. But he does say, like, he knows the Rat King lives through that door because that's the only door he's seen him come through, but you're not welcome up there. And you're not supposed to go past the bridge, but there's actually a gate just past the bridge. He doesn't describe it, but just past the bridge, there's
Here
actually
or
a gate.
so? What doors
Yeah.
does he come from?
I'll just draw it for you so you can. I'll just reveal it so you can see it, right? Reveal area. Fuck. I always do it
You
backwards.
blocked. Yeah.
So there's the gate, but the gate actually
Oh.
closes this area, right? So this is all gated off. It's actually like not locked. It's like permanent, right? It's blocked, and this is the doorway to get past that, right? And so he doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know how else you go. If you walk up the rest of this way, there's a bridge that goes across here. There's a room over here. He doesn't know what's actually in that room, but there's a room there, and then there's these steps up that go to a gate, and the gate's fixed. It's not pickable. You'd have to destroy it, right?
So is it
And the
metal?
only way through is this. Yeah, it's metal.
Then let's feed the fucking rust monster the gate.
Yeah, no, these are his friends. He's not interested in fucking around with their livelihood. He's welcome down here, and this is a safe space for him. And life's shit above. There's all these judgy people up there that look down on you if you've got a little bit of a sniffle.
Alright, boys, we could slaughter these two, take Thumper, feed Thumper the gate, and kill the Rat King.
You could.
Any
Totally.
objections?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are
What
cool.
are your? Yeah, I know they're cool, but
Friends.
The
Oh,
options
you
are kinda
control
cool.
Thumper.
oh, you don't have to control Thumper. You just grab his leash and pull him around. I mean, I don't even have armor,
Just
so he
turn
can't
around,
eat
fuck
shit
you
that
up.
I have. What's he
The
gonna
thing
fucking
about
get with?
Thumper is, once you get him to metal, or anywhere near metal, he'll go for the largest source of metal every single time. Every time. And all you have to do is just leave him there chewing away at the gate for a while, and you could take off if that's and you already know that about him, right? I would get somebody with no metal on him to drag him over to the gate if that's what you're gonna do, and leave him there.
I have no
However,
metal.
you would have to fuck these guys up. That's true. And they don't want any trouble with anybody. Like I said, they're happy. Just
Honestly, I'd
500
feel,
gold, even that much.
I'd feel bad for like what the 70 some odd gold I'd get personally for like fucking up their livelihood. So I say we just we tell them that there was no issue at the guild hall, and then move on. That's my vote.
Okay. Let's go to the surface. Well, okay. First
So
of all,
the plus side of not killing the Rat King is the market will continue, and in theory, you're supposed to be. I just got to cover this off a little bit careful, right? You're supposed to be like an under creature, like Joe average men don't wander into that thing, right? So just a little bit cautious about going down there. Is you're going to want to be a little stealthier, a little more. You know
well,
what I mean?
you
and not
said it.
show-
It's where they trade with the surface. You just said
They do.
that.
Yes, they do trade with the surface, but it's usually like it's like rogues and you know what I mean. This is not like paragons of goodness that trade here, right? There's slave trading. There's
Baby
like,
markets.
yeah, like I'm just covering that off, right? Like these pillars out here, just talk about here. These are for slaves.
I
right?
fucking love slaves. Let's go.
Cool. Okay. So, but that's not, in the above city, that's not strictly permissible, right? Like that stuff's not allowed, right? So it's not like you can just take your slaves home afterwards.
I mean, it's
right?
kind of like my whole character is like Underdark, kind of not allowed. So
Yeah, I'm down for. It's not. This is not like going to a store up above.
yeah,
right?
I
It's like-
didn't expect that.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
But we should go back up top, I guess.
Good.
So Jeremy wants to just say that there's no threat. Blah blah blah. Are you guys down for that, or do you guys? Because I've got a different plan.
Maybe like deceive
What-
them
That's exactly
and
what I'm
get our
gonna do.
money.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we killed a lot of creatures down here, so it's not like we're coming back.
Well, we'll tell them
Unscathed.
that technically we did take care of the only real dangerous stuff down here besides the circle.
Yeah, we killed the guardian crab.
Yeah, and we cleared out
Yeah,
the first
they
two.
can't- They're basically in disbelief of like. Keep in mind, like too, you guys fought rust monsters. I think you were a were-rat when you were level 1, right? I think you fought several, right?
Yeah.
So these two stood zero chance against the party, just for what it's worth. Zero chance. Okay, you guys, this is like a CR 0.75 encounter. It's not a very dangerous encounter. Right? The only risk was the rust monster with the rust, basically. But yeah, they don't want any grief for it. These guys don't want to mess around. And to them, the idea that you killed like Mr. Krabby Pants there is just about inconceivable. It was so powerful that like everybody for years had just been feeding it to get past it and just been like, coexist, right? And it had to grow. It was someone's pet crab, and there's many pets that get brought to market. And this was somebody's pet crab that got left there that just grew over time. So, yeah.
All right. Well, they.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna tell them. I was gonna tell the guys up top, like the guild hall, that we cleared the
Yeah.
first two sections of the cave. And
Oh, I see. Yeah, I misunderstood. Sorry. Yeah, you can be like, look, the threats are dealt with.
So Jacob, what do you think of that?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm fine with whatever at this point.
All right, Graham. You want to lie, or you want to?
He's not even in the game.
He's not in the game.
You can see like his name isn't at the bottom.
Oh, I have them all stacked together. But okay, that's fine. Let's go to the surface.
Okay.
So back to the surface we go.
Yeah.
That's the plan. And who's going to the guild hall? Who's the guild member? I forgot.
It was.
It's me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go to the guild and you're going to tell them what?
Well, he was the only person that didn't want to lie about it.
I'll just read Nathan's fucking script, whatever that is.
Yeah. We cleared out the first two segments of the cave, and they're safe for construction. And yeah, we dismantled the bandits.
And like throw in a couple of ghasts and a giant crab and
Okay. Make a bluff check.
some other stuff.
Deception.
Me?
Deception. I will use my my last portent roll. I think it was 8. Yeah, it was an 18. So you get an 18 in your deception check. You rolled a 17,
Okay.
but yeah, that also was insight,
Uh,
not deception. But you have an 18.
oh yeah.
I don't know
No,
what you
that
rolled.
was from before.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I just want to see what I would have gotten. So it's 18 because I have 0 modifier.
Yeah. You're probably like the worst person that could
I
have
have
done the roll.
+5
Yeah,
deception.
18's pretty high though, so yeah.
we got +4.
So sorry, did you make the roll? Because I see inside deception too.
It's 18
Awful. Yeah.
because of portent.
So they're like, that sounds great, but without proof, and this is normal. You're not shocked at this. The guy's just like, blah, blah, blah. Without proof, you don't get paid. So, yeah,
Proof of what?
Alright,
What does he want?
Then
we'll give that contract to somebody else.
what proof does he want?
Yeah.
Rat King's head.
Okay, let's go
What
kill a
if
fucking
what if we
were
say
rat.
that?
Apparently
what if we say
it's
that? Okay.
apparently it's 14 feet tall and weighs 600 pounds. That's what they said to you.
Well, I have a drow head. Is that not gonna help us
Yeah.
at all?
We'll say
'Cause
that yeah, you know, and then this is why I wanted to cut it off earlier. It's for political reasons. Yeah, we could say
This-
that it was a bandit camp of drow. And actually, they didn't say it was rats at all. They just said that it was a bandit camp down there. I would declare. So we'll throw the drow
They
head.
knew. It's I want to tell you this too. They knew it was the Rat King all along. They always knew. They just, as usual, and this is not uncommon for this, undersell and overdeliver. But genuinely, that's
So the town fucked us basically.
it's not
Yeah.
the town. It's the guild. It's the guild.
So we'll
and
give
this
them the
is
drow
not
head
uncommon
still.
for the guild. Yeah. So there's a standing offer of drow heads. I think it's 50 or 75 gold. I'll go 75 gold. 75 gold a drow head all day long.
I kind of want to destroy the guild now.
Yeah, me
Part of
too.
me is just
I'm
What's going
down
on in my mind?
to just switch sides. Fuck the guild.
What?
we could
What?
become part
That's
of
a good
Stewart's.
deal. What? That's a good deal. I don't
No,
even
it's
understand.
not.
What happened?
We spent like two sessions.
No,
like
4
in the
sessions.
sewers.
Yeah.
In the sewers, and then they end up fucking us over anyways.
We
So
got
the
some
whole
sick
point-
shit for it from
We
it.
did.
Anyways.
No, I got
Like,
literally nothing.
but-
All 4. Graham got like 2,000 gold of shit, and then we get scammed out of money. I don't know.
I think it's fine
Yeah.
because where else are we getting quests otherwise?
What?
Where else do we get like monetary quests?
The guild's not paying us shit, so there's no monetary quest.
Yeah, because we didn't do.
No,
technically
you
what
dumb
we're supposed
fuck.
to
They
do.
want a 14-foot tall rat head, or a 14-foot tall head of a whatever. A head of a 14-foot tall rat. There you go. Like that's not possible. So even if we killed the Rat King, it'd just be a were rat. They'd be like, oh, sorry, it doesn't fit the description. So it doesn't matter if we did it or not, because they were planning on fucking us the whole time. That's what he's saying, pretty much.
No, they weren't planning on fucking the entire time, but they did know that there was rats down there. Yeah, and they knew all along that this bandit camp, this lack of information, is a rat, and that's the. So, and just gonna for the benefit of this, that's how a lot of these guilds work at the bottom end. You get all the shit jobs, and then over time, if you put your time in and this and that, you get better and better jobs, which means better and better intel.
But
By the way,
they lied to. It's not
you
intel.
guys-
They just lied to us straight up. And then, okay,
You
whatever.
guys now know more than anybody else does about what goes on below the city. Like, there's
Yeah.
definitely a component to which they were like, "Oh
Yeah,
wow,
it
really?
does.
Oh wow."
No, I'm not telling
Yeah.
them shit. After they didn't the rat, I'm not telling them anything about the Undercity.
Yeah. Well, you didn't join the guild to begin with. Honestly, the guilds they're okay for like level 1 and 2 guys. You're past that already.
That was not level 1 or 2 guy thing.
I'm just saying that's the typical guild guys. Is like that. There's
This is-
the guy who runs the guild's like level 6, like the top most powerful adventurer in the guild's level 6. That's the trajectory for those guys, right? This is not.
Weird.
Yeah, it's not like a massive powerhouse. There's other guilds that are like that, but not the Mercenaries Guild.
So basically, what you're saying is we should skip town and find another better guild.
We should just make our own guild.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
make our own quests.
You're absolutely welcome. The guilds can be shit. Like even I'll just give you an example, like Thieves Guilds is a good example, right? You spend levels, years, quote unquote, but you spend levels doing dog shit jobs for dog shit returns until all of a sudden you get some political oomph, right? And then you can leverage that into things. It's an investment in time. It doesn't start on day one like that. It's a commitment. It is. And they ain't all that great, not at the beginning, especially.
Hmm.
But you guys got epic loot, got in there. You did really well.
And we made some rat friends.
You did. Epic rat friends.
Now we have a fun little auction we can visit because
We have like a
3
trading
people in our
camp.
party fit the description required to pull up to one of those auctions.
So yeah, you guys got some contacts from below there as well. So yeah, is there anything specific that you guys want to do or check out?
I'm gonna sell some of my scrolls, I guess.
Am I supposed to be like in hiding forever? since we
'Cause-
broke out of the Church of Shire.
Well, that's another thing too. You got to deal with that. Like this is like that. You got to do those guys a solid to get yourself back in the good books and out of the shit books.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, not that I necessarily want to get back there. I mean, like, if I'm like walking, if I'm like want to go shopping, am I gonna have to worry about just getting jumped? By the Church
Yes.
of Shire?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Probably not a good idea to.
So maybe I shouldn't be in town.
So what's the thought process?
I don't know how to sell spell scrolls.
Does you
Spell
get half their
cards?
value? Any item you sell, you get 50 cents.
No,
of the
no, no.
dollar.
But there's no value on spell scrolls.
Scrolls all have a value. It used to be in the old version. It was 50 times their level,
Yeah.
compounding exponentially. So it used to be 50 for level 1, 150 for level 2, 300 for level. No, it's more than that. 750 for level 3, 750 for level 3. Don't know if that's still the case, but that's how the pricing used to be.
If I go to S. There we go. Oh, here we go. Spell scroll. Level 1, 60, 2, 120, 3, 200. Level 4, 320. Those are really cheap. So to make these, it's so expensive. Why is it so fucking cheap to... Like, it's cheaper to buy them than it is to make them. That makes no sense.
Yeah, you get half price to make them. Not everyone has the ability to make them. Oh, it's cheaper to buy them than make them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you were to make one and go to sell it, you'd literally lose money.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I never really bothered with the math on that. So anyway, the plan is you're not going to go back and mess with the Rat King. You guys are done. You're free and clear of this, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. You're leveled 4.
Oh.
Ooh.
That brings joy.
You learned quite a bit of experience, and you got quite a bit of exposure down there. Now you actually have a fledgling party. Lothus is going to end up going his own way, though, so you guys are ultimately going to have to figure that out. He's got other things he wants to do.
Whoa. We just gave him a fucking magic
Yeah,
shield.
he gets, and he fought. He was there with you guys. Listen, he gets his own gear.
Yeah. Well, I'm done. I'm done to
Guys,
just kill him.
guys. Wait, listen to my plan then, mate. I had the exact same idea as you. Let's say that we want to follow him on his adventure, and we'll split the loot on his adventure to go help him out. And then, as we're going on our adventure, once we're out of the town, we just kill him and take him.
What's your what's your alignment?
What's my alignment? My alignment
Neutral
is
good.
whatever the fuck I want it to be. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not how that works.
Neutral good.
Yeah, that's
That's
totally
just
not a
fine.
neutral good act.
Really though,
That's
but the thing is, my
Really?
brain doesn't
Really
think like
though?
this.
That's a totally evil thing. Would you do this with
Let's
somebody?
not kill.
In
my
real
friend
life,
with
if I was in this world, I would do that. Yes.
Would you really? I wouldn't.
Then you'd
I
be
think
evil.
so.
It's a fundamentally evil
I
thing
also
to do.
Is it
wouldn't
though?
take him along.
He's abandoning. I assumed that he would stick with us, and we like saved him from jail.
No,
and
he
shit.
he
Like,
literally
his life-
said, "I'll come for us." Like, this is reasonable on his behalf. He said, "Split the loot. I'll come with you for a little bit, and then we'll go."
Oh,
separate
did he say a
later
little
on."
bit? I didn't know he said a little bit. Sorry, I thought you said that he'd just join our party. My bad.
Is he
Um,
leaving us?
He's not like
Yeah.
contracted to be our slave. He's a like.
I'm not
But
sure.
like, we
if-
saved him from an eternity of hell in prison. So like, he owes us his life. In my view.
I'm not sure if I should ask the GM or Nate this, but what are the advantages and/or disadvantages of multi-classing?
You get your other class's features, but you don't progress as fast in yours. So you
Okay.
like, for someone like me, if I was to take like a sorcerer multi-class, I could have the sorcerer class features like extended duration spellcasting for summons or something like that, or you can cast quick spells. You can cast spells as bonus actions, things like that from the sorcerer feature class features, but as a wizard. I don't like multi-classing as a wizard because I think that it slows you down dramatically. But
Yeah, basically, in my opinion, is wizards should almost never multi-class unless you're trying to go like Eldritch Knight or something like that. Then there's a reason why you'd multi-class, right?
Wait, so
But
oh, sorry, my bad. I cut you off. My
I was
bad.
gonna say, but there are some so some classes, like let's say a ranger is a good example. It inherently is already kind of a split class, right? Like they get some spells, so you should never multi-class them as well. Most of the multi-classing I've ever done is take a level of something to qualify for something and then carry on with something else. So for instance, I took a level of monk and then I took the rest of my character as barbarian, right? Because the monk gave me enough advantages to long-term be a better barbarian, basically. Or like I do know guys who've done a level of monk to go wizard or sorcerer, sorry, and then they've gone with like the dragon sorcerers, so they actually can flip to like a melee situation if they had to, and they do like brutal damage, but they're like a glass tank, right? So if you've got a concept or a build that you want to go after, sure. The other thing too is fighter. I don't know about 5e, but things like pure class like fighter, it gets boring after a while, and so like you can branch out and be able to do other stuff. But the advantage of being a fighter is like when you get to 8th level fighter, you can you can do weapon specialization or whatever. But it's, again, with a lot of like prestige classes, which you guys haven't got into now, and I'm sure Nathan can talk a bit about, you can qualify for those prestige classes, and that effectively is like multi-classing, but they're an extension or a specialization on being a fighter in some ways. That's the best way to think about it. You stop being like Eldritch Knight is a good example, right? You got 2 levels of fighter, and it used to be anyway, 2 levels of fighter, 3 levels of wizard. At 6th level, you can become an Eldritch Knight, and then you progress with better BAB attack, and your spell progressions progress like instead of every other level, you get new spells. It's like every 3rd level, right? So, yeah. Unless you got a specific plan, though, don't mess around with multi-classing.
Okay. I'm just looking because so I'm looking at the feat Elven Accuracy, and it says increase your Dex and Wisdom or Charisma score by 1 to a max of 20, right? But it doesn't let me increase them when I'm on my feet. Oh.
Right, you guys are good. Sorted out for the night. I have a whole new campaign thing next week, so I will be a little less. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you get your gear sorted before we start next session. Everything you want, blah, 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 sell it, buy it. You can sell stuff at 50 cents on the dollar. You can buy stuff at regular price. If you're buying anything like over 500 GP, you need to just check with me just for availability and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So, Nate, you got all these guys sorted?
Yeah, I'm just starting with. I sold a bunch of scrolls.
Nice, man.
They're
Have
all
fun.
fucking level 1.
Hope guys enjoyed it. That's another thing too. Not every encounter you got to kill everybody in. It's totally okay, right? You can win sometimes by doing other things. So, okay, see you guys.
See ya.
Yep.
So yep. Nathan. What do
Yeah.
you think of Strixhaven Initiate as a feat?
We don't use that book, so you can't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. Did we level up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Poggers?
Okay, ability score increase. No. Wait, what is this shit? Oh, features. Yeah, there's no features. Here we go.
So your attack damage, does that scale directly with your stats?
What does that even mean?
Fucking confused.
Or is that fixed? Like,
Oh, yep, it's just mine. There. Hello? Hello, hello. Hello, hello?
Hey, Nathan.
Okay.
Next average. Yes. Next. That. Next. There we go. Okay.
Where is
Fuck.
my good old Lucky?
Okay. Well, see you, boys.
See ya.
See ya.
But Ben, you could just do a stat increase as well. You don't need to take a feat. I just do because
Some of these feats are really good though. Like, I was
Yeah.
reading some of them and they seem like pretty decent.
yeah, I never do stat. I always I also have like I mapped out my own wizard build, but yeah, you don't have to take. Hello.
A treat.
Thank you.
These are like donuts.
Yeah, very sugary. I'll eat it later.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
There's man. There's a butter chicken upstairs if you want it.
Thanks. Yeah, like you don't have to do feats, man. Definitely before you pick one, just tell me, because some of them are better than others. Hello, Ben.
Yeah, sorry, I was
crashed
reading.
again.
No, sorry, I was just reading.
And this campaign's so the way I have my wizard set up, I have it very like I have suggestions shit like that. It seems like it's very combat based. There's not a lot of like diplomacy at all. So I'm gonna stop taking like normally I'd take like detect thoughts or something like that. Or arcane log blah blah. I might just take is it Aganzar's Scorcher or whatever? The one no, that's the fuck. What's that magic missile upgrade?
I don't know.
I'll find
How
it
much do
myself.
arrows
Scorching Ray.
cost?
They're pretty cheap. Yeah, Scorching Ray. I already found it.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I had. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know you were talking about that one. My bad.
Obviously, I wouldn't ask you about spells that you didn't have because you wouldn't know any of them.
Yeah, my bad. What do you think of Shadow Touched? The feat.
It's like Fate Touched, but it's the dark.
gonna read it.
Yeah, I know what it is. I think it's
Okay.
better than Fate Touched.
I'll read it
Sure.
out loud. Okay. Increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma score by 1 to a maximum of 20. And you learn the invisibility spell and one first level spell of your choice. The first level spell must be from Illusion or Necromancy School of Magic. You can cast each of these spells without expanding a spell slot. And then you basically can't cast a spell again until you long rest.
Yeah. So Fate Touched,
so
you
that's
get Misty Step. Until you teleport with Fate Touched, and you go invisible with that one. It's not
But I
bad.
need to be an elf for that, right?
Do you?
For
I
Fate
don't.
Touched?
I
I'm pretty
don't
sure.
think
Yeah,
so.
I was looking at it earlier.
Oh, okay. And
It said
Shadow Touched.
prerequisite. It said prerequisite elf, and then in brackets
so
high.
Then obviously you can't. But just so there's no prerequisite for Shadow Touched.
No.
I think there are better ones to pick.
Okay, I'll
Hold
keep
up.
looking.
No, don't keep looking because I have a bunch saved. DD Wizard. I'll tell you a few and tell me if you like how they sound.
What about one more one that I saw? Telekinetic. What do you
No,
think?
it's shit. It's again.
Is it really?
It's telepathic. Telekinetic's actually shit. You're probably thinking of telepathic and I actually so you cast detect thoughts at will to any creature that you can see within 6 feet. It gives you telepathy at 60 feet, which is that's cool, blah blah, but it's literally useless because it's a very combat based campaign. Like there's no reason to take telepathy, and even if there are ways to cast detect thoughts already with like just cast the spell. You don't need to speak. I don't know. I think it's cool, but it's not necessary at all.
Okay.
So yeah, Shadow Touched. I have that one saved. No.
Do you keep mine saved?
No. Metamagic Adept is one that I thought about taking. It gives you two so you know how I was just talking about multi-classing into Sorcerer. This is the reason you'd multi-class to get the Sorcerer points. This gives you 2 metamagic options and 2 Sorc points, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you could do something like Extended Spell.
But that's only for Sorcerer, right?
Ben, no.
Oh.
I wouldn't tell you like what? Of course not.
Well, because I was reading Metamagic earlier, and when I was reading the things, it said like everything's for Sorcerer, so that's why I clicked off of it.
You're reading Metamagic Adept.
Yes.
Adept. Yeah, no, you learn 2 metamagic options and gain 2 sorcery points. So 2 metamagic options are from Sorcerer, but if you get the metamagic and the sorcery points, you can use them. That's how it works.
Okay.
I'm taking Lucky here. Or you take Eldritch Adept, which is also better. It's better with a Sorcerer. They're both Sorcerer things, but they work well with like take Eldritch Adept, and you could take like Armor of Shadows and cast Mage Armor at will, which would, so you could have armor all the time as a wizard. So things like that, and I wouldn't do that one, but it's an option. Fiendish Figure, you can cast False Life on yourself at will, so you have permanent temporary hit points. Mask of Many Faces, you can cast Disguise Self at will. So that was one that I actually thought was like really fucking useful, but again, not in this kind of campaign, that's useless. One with the shadows, but you need to be level 5. Whenever you're in dim light or darkness, you can use an action to become invisible until you take an action or reaction or move. Okay, so in darkness you're invisible if you stay still. Things like that are pretty cool. But yeah, I'm taking Lucky this time. Then I'll probably take the Metamagic Adept next, and go for an Extended Spell and Quickened.
Yeah, I just I picked Metamagic Adept.
Yeah, so that's the one that I'm going to pick next. And I kind of gave you the basic of this wizard, so it'd probably be better for you if you kept just following what I'm doing. And that is what I'm going to do next. We did it in the opposite order. Actually, no, you didn't take Magic Initiate, which I did earlier, but you don't need it anymore.
I'm allowed to add one more cantrip since I level up. I don't know which one to take though.
Yeah. Like, I guess mending wouldn't be bad. That would precipitation.
Actually, yeah, mending's decent. Actually, what the hell?
Yeah, so I like mending, but it's also again it's like it's not very combat oriented. I'm gonna take mending just because I usually do. I play very similar every time I play, but I might as well take mending. And my fucking damn.
Wait, Nathan. So it says that I can add 2 new spells.
Yes.
Right.
Level
And it
1 and
says-
2.
Oh, only. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna take Misty Step. Teleport a little bit. Because I could cast yeah. I could cast Expeditious Retreat. And again, at next level is when I can actually start doing my strats. Because right now I want to take some spells like this. Yeah, so so first turn I could do an action or something like that, like pick somebody up or do something, close a door, then Expeditious Retreat to take the dash action from my bonus. Oh, but it says as a bonus action. I could just dash and then teleport. Yeah. Man, do I want Misty Step?
I can actually get the darkness spell.
Yeah. I know, so can I.
I don't think I will though.
Dude, I could do spider climb. Climb like ceilings and shit. It's not very good out in like obviously like an open field or something, but for like in a cave. Also against a bunch of ghosts and shit. I don't know. I don't really fuck with ghosts. Like if we fight more shit, like you know, if we're against goblins or wolves or bandits, blah blah blah, like things that like it's like stats and like basic strats, fair enough. Things are it's a lot of luck. Like, you know, one wrong charisma save and you're fucked. Like you lose your character to like, you know, if you're like even the aging and shit as a human, that's horrible. So expensive to fix. Could do detect thoughts. Misty Step, detect thoughts. Or dark vision. I don't really want dark vision though. I usually take detect thoughts, but I feel like it's just not going to work with this. Or invisibility, man. We could do invisibility.
I might also do invisibility. We could both make ourselves invisible and then just do some shit.
I'm gonna take Misty Step and teleport. Because I feel like later on, like cause when I get level 5 and I finally get my level 3 spell, I'm gonna take the one that summons demons, and then if I'm ever in a bad place, I can just teleport away.
Oh,
And
what the hell? I didn't even know Misty Step existed. That shit's broken. The hell?
No, it's not broken. It's not even
You're
amazing.
briefly surrounded by silvery mist. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Yeah.
So it's like more movement basically, but like you're surrounded by silvery mist, bro.
It's also a bonus action.
That's epic.
Well, the mist, Ben. What, like, are you? That's what's epic. Yeah, but you're silvery mist. That's literally useless.
It's a cool description, bro. That's epic.
Yeah, it's the teleporting.
You gotta enjoy the little things, Nathan.
No, I enjoy the big things, Ben. Wait. What is the C? Why does it say C next to these?
Okay, I have finished leveling up my character. I'm going to watch YouTube in bed now.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a good sleep, bro.
Yeah, see you, man. Well, fuck you, Ben.
Go fuck you.
Ben literally was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to bed now. See ya," and then joins this
I'm
chat
not.
and leaves
I'm not
me.
gonna play with them. I'm just joining because I don't know who Miles is talking to. I'm gonna
You're
ask
just-
who it
you're
is,
just,
bro.
You're just leaving me, bro. You just don't like me at all.
Ben, you've done this genuinely every time.
Who is this?
It's Isaac.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Hasn't changed.
Dude, I always forget his Discord. I don't know how I managed that.
Listen, click
What the
his
fuck?
thing and